Back in the summer of 2019, I made a big step in my ministry career, moving from youth ministry into family ministry. And that's what I'm going to talk about today, right here on the Youth Worker Daily. Hey everybody, welcome back to the Youth Worker Daily, where we hope to encourage youth workers just like you with tools, tips, resources, and helps so that you thrive in your ministry. My name is Jay Hyam, and today I'm sharing some things that are happening in my own career, and telling you how excited I am for it and how these changes have kind of, they're going to manifest change on what it looks like around here on the Youth Worker Daily. So let me get started. First off, I got the call to student ministry back when I was a teenager. I will say I've never heard the audible voice of God, but I remember being a 16-year-old on a mission trip, having a spiritual crisis, and felt as though God were saying, I want you to go into youth ministry. No doubt, never questions. It seemed like it was as clear and as plain as day. And I remember coming home from that mission trip and telling my parents that God had changed my life in such a way that I would not be pursuing architectural design and drafting as I was planning and as I was already taking classes in school. But now I was going to go to seminary and I was going to become a youth pastor. Now that was back in 1991, and by the start of by the start of the school year in 1991, I was working with some adults, putting together a student ministry for 3 of our denominational churches that were somewhat close together, and after that was leading student ministry. And I've been doing that ever since. It was back in 1998. I was able to go full-time working at a camp. And then about a little less than a year after that, 1999, I went full-time student ministry. And I have been full-time student ministry since then. And there is not a day that I will look back and ever regret or reconsider. I have loved being a youth worker. It has been one of the great joys of my life, and now here, 31 years later, working with students, somewhere close to 23, 24, 25, somewhere in there, full-time youth ministry, and I can't imagine ever doing anything else, and I absolutely love it. But something started to shift in my heart a number of years ago, and that was this desire, this feeling that I wanted to do more than just student ministry. I wanted to stretch my wings a little bit. I wanted to explore a little bit, and I wanted to be a part of creating a ministry that cared for kids from infant up through their college years. And so I started looking into and leaning into what would it look like to go into family ministry. And I think at the time it was one of those job descriptions or one of those titles that was just starting to pop up. We were hearing things like Next Gen Ministry or Pastor of Next Gen Ministries or Director of Next Gen Ministries. And it was kind of that more encompassing, overreaching responsibility of not just caring for like a high school ministry, but high school and middle school and college. And then you start seeing some things coming up with looking over or seeing over kids ministry. And then a couple churches actually started hiring family ministers, men and women who oversaw the ministries that particularly pertained to students, kids, and their families. And the more I investigated that, it seemed like that was kind of the natural next step for me. And I say that was the natural next step because I took some unnatural steps. Took a season to do church planning, trying to see if that was a place that God was calling me to, or not, and just it didn't work out that way. So I knew I wasn't called yet to be a lead pastor or a senior pastor, but I was feeling more and more this kind of call to be working with families, and took a position at a church that was looking for a youth director, but in talking with the pastor, he was looking more for a family ministries person. And so we took that role, and unfortunately that didn't work out. It turned out that the situation with the pastor didn't go well, and when he left, so did any aspiring notions of being a family minister. Took a time again where I started thinking through what it would look like to, become licensed and ordained and serve a congregation. And step back into that again, thinking maybe if it was a different time, different situation. Didn't work. And then he had the opportunity for me to serve as the director of family ministry, where I am currently serving. And it's been it's been a little over 2 years. And it has been an amazing experience. Even in the midst of coping with COVID. So hired and started my job in 2019. We were still new, brand new, coming to 2020, super excited to dig into ministry. We had lots of exciting plans. And then in March, COVID hit and everything shut down. And all of the hopes and the plans and the dreams we had for our ministry, a lot of them were just put on hold. And they were put on hold because we just couldn't do anything. But all of that time, just thinking through and dreaming through and praying through, God, what would you have family ministry look like? Well, we are now on the other side of COVID, and we are moving back into normal ministry practices, and we are starting to roll out some of those dreams and goals and ambitions that we once had. And I'm telling you, I am super excited. Family ministry has been something I've been praying for and leaning towards for a long time. And to be able now to be able to oversee everything from infant all the way to college is really, really exciting. Now, that's kind of what I'm doing. So I'm still working very closely with students. I'm still leading our high school and our middle school ministry, but I'm also overseeing our kids ministry, and I'm working to redevelop our college and young adults ministries. And we're super excited with all of that. But as I've been in this role, I've been looking around for more and more resources for the family worker, the family ministry worker. And I don't know if I'm just not looking in the right spots or using the wrong search history or whatever. I don't know. I'm not finding an abundance of family ministry resources. I'm finding a lot of things about family discipleship and how to raise kids, but I'm looking specifically for tools and resources that will help shape and build a family ministry that impacts the lives of the families and the kids within our church community and in our local community. And that's driving me to kind of think outside the box and say, you know what, we need to create some more. I know there are other family director guys and gals out there, and I'm wondering if you have found great resources that would help shape your family ministry, because I'd love to see them. I'd love to read about them. I'd love to check them out, and I'd love to see if they could help us as we shape our programming. And I've got a few already. We've already been working on some stuff. I'm super excited about it, and I know here as we go further into 2022, we're going to have the opportunity to share some of those things because they're helping to reshape our ministry. All that's to say is that we're going to take a step to make some changes to the Youth Worker Daily. We're not going away. We're not giving up the mission of the Youth Worker Daily. Simply what I'm looking to do is just to begin incorporating some thoughts and resources and ideas and things like that that pertain more to kid ministry, family ministry, college ministry, young adult ministry, as well as the ongoing middle school and high school ministry. So it's a Monday, it's a brand new week, and I'm kicking off this week with this because we're going to explore some of those things later on in the vlog in the days to come, and just begin looking at what does it look like to have a family ministry. And so if you are a family ministry person, if you are responsible for everything from your kids ministry up to your college ministry, I'd love to connect with you because I have a great network of youth workers, but I'm looking to have a network of family ministry workers. And so if that's you, I'd love to connect with you. Drop a comment below, shoot me an email, go over to the website youthworkerdaily.com, look me up there. But over the next couple weeks, I'm looking to make that step into more and more resources for family ministry. So if that's you, join us, check us out, it'll be a lot of fun. And again, connect with us. That's going to about do it for today. So make sure you are on the website, youthworkerdaily.com, and be following us on social media, the Youth Worker Daily. You can find us at YTH Worker Daily, YTH Worker Daily. We're on Facebook, we're on Instagram, we're on Twitter, and of course you can always check us out right here on YouTube or on the website, depending where you're watching this video, and join along with us as we pursue this look of family ministry. All right, guys, until next time, thanks for watching the Youth Worker Daily.